I make my boyfriend pay for everything. I'm an investment and should be spoiled.
All right, chat. I make 6 figures, but my boyfriend pays for my lifestyle. Love, don't judge. Let's just get into it, man. Let's figure out what's going on.
This is Ed. He fell in love with Hannah. Despite both being successful business owners, Ed pays for everything.
He pays the rent and bills, and I would never split the cost on a meal out.
And this has meant
Must be
their
nice.
relationship has faced backlash, and Hannah has been subjected to cruel comments.
Oh, she's a lazy gold digger that doesn't work and just lives off her man.
People think that Hannah's like manipulating me, or that I'm just some young dude with money and she's taking advantage of me.
Friends have also expressed
I mean,
their
from an outside
concern
perspective, that seems to be the case. A young dude with money, and she seems to be taking advantage of you. But let's
about
see.
the relationship.
My friend Jenny is coming over later. I'm a bit nervous about how it'll go.
It's not normal that a 22-year-old would do this for his girlfriend.
My name's Hannah, I'm 28 and I'm a business owner.
Hi, I'm Ed, and I'm 22. and I'm
Damn,
also a
she is
business owner.
significantly older than
We
you.
both earn multiple 6 figures a year. We are a modern couple in a traditional relationship, so he pays the rent and bills and I take care of the house.
What?
We met
Shoot.
on
Hold
Facebook.
on. I just have a question. But you guys are rich. What do you actually do in the house? Do you clean? Do you cook? This is some weird ass traditional relationship. Because
We
traditionally,
met on Facebook.
the only person making income would be him. Traditionally, if we're going to speak on tradition.
When he saw a picture of me on his client's website and then added me on Facebook, and then we started talking.
And after like legit 2 weeks of
That's
talking,
a
I
weird
flew
place
out
to
from
keep the
Vancouver,
burners, to
Canada,
keep
to
the little
London
things on the
first time.
burners.
Like,
I did not
no
like that
pandemic,
shit at all,
He
chat.
was only meant to stay
Reverse
for
that.
2 weeks.
Canada to London to meet her for the first time.
Reverse that.
started
Reverse that
talking.
again.
And after like
Huh.
legit 2 weeks.
I don't think you guys really caught that. You see this shit right here? I'm cooking a meal, chat. I'm out here gonna cook a meal. The levers are on the stove, bro. The thing is on the stove. That shit is stupid. Who would make that? That shit's dumb. I got a pot right here. I gotta move the pot. I'm bumping into levers. I'm bumping into levers, chat. I'm bumping into knobs. Next thing you know, my house is burnt down. I thought I turned it off. But apparently when I bumped into the pot, it pushed the little knob. Pushed it onto high. Now my apartment's burnt down.
And then added me on Facebook, and then we started talking.
And after like legit 2 weeks of talking, I flew out from Vancouver, Canada to London to meet her for the first time. Like in the middle of the pandemic.
2
He
weeks
was
of
only
talking,
meant to stay
bro.
for 2 weeks, but we got along so well that he ended up going back to pack up his stuff and then moving here. I think it's important that a man always tries to provide within his means. So it's not about the money benefits, it's about the mindset of a man who tries to take care of his woman within his financial means. So he pays the rent and bills, and I would never split the cost on a meal out. I think people hear that and it's shocking, but when you put our income into context, he can properly pay for our rent without it hurting financially.
We have friends.
I mean,
who
it's
pay
not
way
about
more
hurting
than I do.
financially. It's not about the
But
hurt
the guy-
financially. It's about the part where he's paying your rent, and you could do the same without hurting yourself financially. It seems like a one-sided deal.
Still won't pay all the rent for the girl because he has, in my opinion, a commitment issue. He's not like fully committed. And so that's more so about the mindset of the guy.
That's what you think it is? That's what you think it is? He won't pay the full rent because he has a commitment issue? Chat, I guess we have a commitment issue. I guess we have a commitment issue. If that's the case. I'm not gonna pay everything. I'm not gonna pay for everything because you think I have a commitment issue. You're right. You're sure as hell right. I got a commitment issue because I would hate to see my money go to waste. I would hate to see my money go to waste. I would hate to pay for everything and then she getting back shots from another man. That would be crazy. That would be insidious. That would be insane. Man ain't paid for a lick. Ain't paid for a lick. I'm paying for everything, looking like a clown out here. So no, I would not rather wear those big old clown shoes and big old wig and have that big old bright nose on my face. No. I have a
The
commitment
most
issue.
judgment we got was from an
If that's a
article
problem,
that
that's a
was
problem
released
then.
earlier this year, where they made up a fake quote. The quote was, "I make my boyfriend pay for everything. I'm an investment and should be spoiled." One of the most common judgments that we get online is, "Oh, she's a lazy gold digger that doesn't work and just lives off her man."
A lot of them are like, she's not that good looking, she looks like a lady boy.
Another
lady
one
boy?
is,
She's from Thailand?
"He is a simp." That's quite a common thing that men will say, is when a man can provide for a woman financially, then he's a simp. Paying for your
Yeah, because it's simp ass behavior, dude. Okay, let's say this. Let's say this. If it was a 28-year-old man, right, going out with a 22-year-old female, and she was paying to basically be around this man, it would seem like some simp ass activity. That's the perception is giving off. You know what I'm saying? Some simp level activity. What he's doing is some simp level activity. It doesn't matter about how much money he's making. He'd be making what? He's making six figures. So let's say he's making 100K. 100K or 500K. It doesn't matter how much money he's making. Let's say 230. He's making 230, right? And if he can provide for you financially, it does. The point is of how he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? You both could do the same thing and not hurt your bank and not hurt your bank accounts. And that's the killing part about this. Y'all both could easily provide for one another without hurting y'all's bank accounts, but he's the only one doing it. That's the simp activity that we're seeing right now. We're like, why are you the only one doing it? Why is she getting to keep 100% of her money and then quote unquote doing housework? She's making six figures a day. I doubt she's cleaning, bro. I bet she's hiring maids. I doubt she's cooking, bro. So I'm not quite understanding what housework she's quote unquote doing. You know what I'm saying? She is making six figures. Take into regard, now if my wife was not making as much money as me, let's say I was making six figures and she's making like basically nothing. Hate to say chump change in comparison to what I'm making, right? Chump change. Then I would see the benefit of paying for the house and for everything else because I want to be with this person, right? But we splitting the bill 50-50 is not realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving up what the bill is split 50-50, but I'm giving up what? 1%, if that, of my income. And she's giving up literally 75% of her income to pay the 50, pay off her half of the bill. Now, him doing that and saying, "No, I'm going to take care of this," and you know what I'm saying? That's an equal exchange. That's an equal exchange. What you got here is a very, very bad imbalance. You are keeping a large sum of your money, even though he's not financially, you know what I'm saying, crippled by paying these bills or just, wondering where his next meal is going to come from. Is still ridiculous that he has to pay for everything. It's even more so. It's even more so ridiculous because you could do the same thing. What is the problem with you?
Make you a pushover.
He is a pushover.
You have a mentality that you should provide and take care of women as a man.
It's not, bro. And this is the problem in 2023, bro. This is the problem in 2023. Y'all want to have it both ways, bro. Y'all want to have it both ways, and it's sick. It's a sick mentality to have. Honestly, it's a sick mentality to have. You want to have it so a person takes care of you, but you don't want to have it. You also want to have it so you can keep 100% of it. You want to make everything and keep everything. You want to have your cake and eat it too, basically. I don't want to provide anything, but I want to keep everything I make. What? And you want to be in a relationship? What? Oh, I'm going to do housework. I can clean. Don't worry. Don't worry, I got 2 hands. I can clean. Me paying the rent ain't worth you doing dishes. If I gotta do dishes and you pay your half of the rent, damn, I'll do the dishes. We have a dishwasher, so you ain't really doing dishes. You ain't cleaning shit. We have a dishwasher. We have Uber Eats. We have all these things. So what the hell are you actually doing? Actually write me down in monetary amounts what your workload is, and then I will give you money. I will actually give you money from my pocket from what I think that is worth. Because you paying dishes and dishwashers is worth 50 cents. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You ordering Uber Eats is worth 5 cents. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You wiping down the counters every so and so months is worth about $1. $1.10. Dollar some change. So I'm gonna have to keep it a buck. You both make 6 figures and one person is paying the full rent is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insidious.
Manipulating me, or
she is absolutely manipulating you.
Young dude with money, and she
is. She probably saw a young dude with money, and she said,
"Women have different roles and different strengths, and we should play into those instead of trying to suppress them." A man should always try to provide and protect within his means for a woman, and the woman should bring the soft, nurturing side into a relationship.
All right, then I want you to close down your 6-figure business. That's what I want you to do. I want you to close down your 6-figure business and rely on me, the man, to provide. Because you don't need a job if you're going to be in the house. Facts or fiction. I'm just asking, because if you so claim to want to live in this traditional lifestyle, then let's be traditional. You don't need a job. You quite literally don't. I'm providing everything. Why do you need a job? You don't need money. Oh, what? You don't pay money to go from the living room to the kitchen? What? Doesn't make sense. We live in an apartment. You're not cleaning a museum, bro. You're not cleaning a 6 floors, bro. I'll clean an apartment. You don't need your job. If I'm paying for everything, you don't need your job. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're actually telling me. You're saying, I want you to pay for everything. I'm like, I want you to quit your job. Now you stuttering. What's wrong? You don't need money if you want me to pay for everything. I need the money. Give me your paychecks. I need the money. I need to get the money so I can provide for you. What? Another source of income for me, I guess.
I'm physically incapable of doing those things. That being said, I will relatively, for the most part, refuse to do housework.
He says that I will refuse to do housework. Man says that as if though that is some shameful, low down thing that only a woman, that only of the lowest of the low can do. You know who does housework? Anyone that owns a home. The only people that don't do housework are homeless, because they have nothing to work on. They have no home to work on. Those are the only people that don't do housework. I refuse to do housework. You don't do laundry? You don't do I'm not even going to say do the dishes, because I know y'all have a dishwasher. So you ain't doing shit. You don't, clean up after yourself? You don't, what do you do? I couldn't, in 2023, I could not have that type of relationship where it's quite literally me doing everything and then she doing nothing. Because this is what I'm thinking. If we both make 6 figures, if I make 6 figures and you're saying I'm going to clean the house, my house better be a 2-story mansion. All right? And when I come home, it better be spotless. Because now I need to understand what my 6 figures is going into. Oh, this person cleans the entire house. Clean, spotless. But you're cleaning an apartment, bro. Cleaning an apartment. Half of this shit is automized. I bet you got a Roomba. So you're not even doing anything. You're not doing anything. Bro, oh my gosh, man, you're getting played. But this is what happens, bro. People always want to be in this young old relationships, and sometimes it does actually work, bro. And sometimes it does actually work, where these young people and these old people could come together and make something. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it does work, but some of the time, bro, you gotta recognize when you getting played, bro.
So one of my favorite things that I know Ed really appreciates is when I help him relax and de-stress. When he's really stressed, I'll just offer to do some gua sha on his face because he loves it. And then I'll be like, come on, baby, it's gua sha time.
What the hell is gua sha? What the hell is gua sha? She's making up shit for the camera. She's making up shit for the camera. This ain't no regular
I've always
shit.
been super high stress, so having someone who can like take care of me in that way and like help me feel relaxed is really helpful.
I'll head to a masseuse. I will actually head to a masseuse. I will actually head to masseuse. And it ain't gua sha time until I want it to be gua sha time. That's when. Since you want to be the homestead. Since this is what happens if you want to live in a traditional household. We do what I want. I make the final decisions. I do whatever I feel. We do whatever I feel. If I want gua sha, it's gua sha. 12 o'clock in the night, don't matter. Don't matter. I want gua sha now. My face is stressed. I had a bad dream. Crazy
Today
ridiculous.
we're gonna go
bro.
for a fancy lunch, and I never have to worry about who pays because Ed always wants to. The man should try to pay when he can.
I can't stand going to these fancy restaurants. Half of these restaurants are about ambiance. I'm not eating the decor, bro. I'm not eating the outside view. They always rely on ambiance, and it's such a sickening sight because their food is bland as hell. I can already tell.
Out to dinner, there
Bullshit.
should always be the effort that he tries to provide.
I agree.
I feel like on a first date, if a guy doesn't pay, then it's almost like a lack of interest. I don't believe in 50-50 relationships. I believe in like 100-100, where each person...
Well, you're not giving 100. You're not giving a cent, actually, if we're going to keep it a buck. It's more like a 1,000, if we're going to be honest, if we're doing the math. It's more of a 200 0%. You know what I'm saying? 199.9%, and then you got that 1.1%, bro. What the hell? He is literally the 1%, chat.
So if a guy tries to split the bill, then...
He must be subscribed to me. Let me shut the hell up. She must be subscribed to UDG. Because these are classic UDG tactics. Find somebody. Like, bro, these are classic UDG tactics. She's quite literally living a 1% lifestyle on top of a 1% lifestyle. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I bet you she doesn't even need to pay for the clothes she wants. She's quite literally living a 1% lifestyle on top of a 1% lifestyle. A 0.1% lifestyle. I can provide you the 1% lifestyle. But 0.1% is you're pushing the envelope. You're going too far. I don't even know how you get decimals. There's decimals?
It just shows that he doesn't have the same philosophy as me when it comes to relationships.
My value to the relationship
is monetary. Quite literally monetary. You might be like, that guy, she can provide for herself too. She's making 6 figures.
Because at this point, it's a dinosaur.
Why doesn't she? Why actually she doesn't? Because there would be if I value the person, right? If I value the person as an equal, you know what I'm saying? As an equal, and not some weird shit. Oh, we're gonna some weird shit like this. You know what I'm saying? If I value the person as an equal, I would be like, I don't believe, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe it matters who pays. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it matters who pays. But I do believe we put in equally. You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying rent, you're paying water, utilities, something, at least. And this is just to make sure we're both putting in something into the relationship. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if rent's a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if utilities are a little bit higher. It doesn't matter. Does she even pay for groceries? Now, this is the most important thing. Because in this day and age, I know he's already paying for gas. He's just the type of simp to do it, bro. but he's already paying for gas. So does she pay for groceries? Does she pay for groceries? Because I already know he's going to pay for the rent, for food. I mean, for when they want to go out, for her clothes, most likely. Does he pay for groceries? Because groceries is the real thing that'll tax. Does he pay for groceries? Because if he's paying for everything, I don't know. I don't know. What is this relationship?
Relationship is a lot of more.
It's more of a mother and child than two equals.
This is your
This is what you're.
Who's going to pay today?
Me.
Who's gonna pay today? No one asks that. No one gives a shit. Literally in no scenario, where you go to a restaurant, that's how I know they ask this shit for the camera. In literally no scenario where you go to a restaurant, they'll ask you who's gonna pay. Literally no scenario. I've been to fancy restaurants. Literally no scenario they ask who's gonna pay. They literally don't. You come, they'll give you the bill, and then you all can decide amongst yourselves what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They say, I don't know who's gonna do shit, but this bill shit. Wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? You better get approved. That's all I'm saying. You better not say decline.
I'm just getting the house ready to have Jenny come over, who's a friend of mine. She had some reservations about my relationship in the past. She's a huge believer in the man and woman going 50-50 because she says that women can make money and you should never be financially dependent on a man.
She's clearly not financially dependent on him. It's like more of if a tick was full of blood and then it just latched onto another animal, never fully digesting what it has, but more like adding on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn.
Jenny, I've been friends with Hannah for the past 7 months. I had reservation because I'm not used to see such a young couple have this dynamic where he would just provide for her, and I just didn't know how would that work in the long run. When I met you,
I mean, for her, it will work wonderfully.
I was kind of like, if he is providing everything to her, what sort of power does she have in the relationship?
But this is the problem with you people, man. This is the problem with you people. You want power in a relationship. A relationship is not about being powerful. It's not about being powerful for one another. It's about providing something. You guys go into a relationship wanting something and providing something. Why are you going to a relationship seeking power over one another? Why? This is not the episode of Empire, alright? You won't overturn. You won't. I would hate for my partner to try to run a coup on me. Come into my bedroom late at night and bust down my doors and say, get up, it's a coup. I'm seizing power. I'm commander of the ship. I'm like, what are you talking about? Of this relationship. That's what I'm talking about. I am the commander now. I am the captain now. I'm like, what? What's going on? Power. What are you guys talking about? A relationship is not about power. Y'all want to be captain so bad, bro. Y'all want to be captain so bad. It ain't about power. We both got 2 oars and we're rowing together. We got to row in unison. Sometimes somebody got to row to the left. Somebody got to row more to the right. But either way, bro, we rowing to the same destination. We got to get to the same destination. Y'all focus so much about power, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing. She's making 6 figures already. She don't need to worry about power. He needs to worry about it. He's losing power. If anything, he's losing power.
Between a woman choosing to let her man make decisions and lead, so that
he does not make any fucking decisions. Literally, he does not make any decisions. I guarantee you, he makes not one.
So I was under the impression that you were.
This is a laughing stock, honestly.
Super like supportive of our relationship and our dynamic. So were you not in agreement with our relationship?
I was under the impression.
To be honest, I was
Yeah, I was disagreeing of it because it's not normal that a 22-year-old would just do this for his girlfriend. Because like if it's your wife or your fiance, like I could understand that. But like for someone that you haven't known for that long, all of a sudden it's like from 0 to 100, I'm like, is he taking her power?
What did you have to see in our relationship?
What
that
language do
made
they
you
actually
go,
speak?
Oh, actually, like this is real.
I think what made me kind of like switch to the good side is is to see that she was more on her feminine energy and she was trusting kind of like your lead. Oh babe, thanks so much for having me.
That's not all what she said. That is not all what she said. You see how they had to cut her ass off? Because let me tell you what she really said. She said, I can see now that she tells you what to do. You're basically her bitch. And now that I realize that, shit, I have no problems. I have no qualms. And that's basically what's happening. A 22-year-old, you're getting manipulated, I'm going to be honest with you, by a 28-year-old. It's like, man, it's like an 18-year-old. It's like an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You might not, like, that's only 5 years apart. That's not far apart. And intelligence-wise, it is. It's very far apart. An 18-year-old can run circles around a 13-year-old. Can take them for whatever they're worth. And they ain't worth much. Probably 2 Capri Suns and a Danimals.
The conversation with Jenny went pretty good. I was really surprised to hear that she wasn't fully on board with our relationship from the
I
start.
was not surprised because your
glad that she
friend,
was able to
your little
see
girlfriend
what our
said
relationship
she
was really
wasn't.
like and see that it's actually out of love, not out of trying to have leverage.
You have to think about your future. There is no shame in having financial standards for a man. It doesn't mean you're a gold digger. It just means that you're a responsible woman with standards.
So your standards for him to pay for everything? All right, man. If you're a woman that wants a man to pay for everything, prepare to make nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? That's my standard. If I have to do everything, I want everything. If you want me to give you, I don't care. I don't care how wealthy I am. I don't care how wealthy I am. I could be Jeff Bezos. I could be making millions. If you want me to pay for everything in your lifestyle and you're my girlfriend, prepare to lose everything.